Facing challenges with courage and determination is a transformative skill that can radically change the course of your life. However, many people find themselves paralyzed by the unknown or difficulties, opting to stay in their comfort zone to avoid any risk of failure or suffering. This tendency is natural as the brain seeks safety, but the good news is that the human brain has an extraordinary ability known as neural plasticity, the capacity to reprogram, adapt, and grow in response to new stimuli. This means you can train your mind to face challenges, develop resilience, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Neural plasticity is directly related to the formation and strengthening of neural connections. When you decide to confront a challenge, your brain responds by creating new synapses, networks of communication between neurons that enhance your ability to handle complex situations. This makes your mind more flexible and better prepared for future obstacles. But this process doesn't start externally. It begins internally with your self-talk. Often our inner critic whispers words of fear and doubt. I can't do this. It will go wrong. It's too hard, which activate the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing emotions related to fear and anxiety. When the amygdala takes over, we tend to avoid the challenge because our body interprets the situation as a threat. To break this cycle, it is essential to transform fear into motivation. The first step in this process is to cultivate a growth mindset, the firm belief that our abilities are not fixed, but can be developed with effort, practice, and continuous learning. In this view, failure ceases to be a final obstacle and instead becomes a natural step on the path to success. When negative thoughts arise, practice replacing them with positive affirmations such as, "I can learn from my mistakes." Every challenge is an opportunity for growth, or persistence makes me stronger. These mental shifts not only reduce anxiety, but also activate areas of the brain responsible for logical reasoning and emotional control, such as the prefrontal cortex, allowing you to face difficult situations with greater clarity and calmness. However, reprogramming the brain to seek challenges is not an instantaneous task. It is a gradual and conscious process. To facilitate this transformation, it is vital to step out of your comfort zone in small increments, setting goals that evoke slight discomfort yet remain achievable. For instance, if you wish to overcome the fear of public speaking, start by practicing your speech in front of a small group of friends or family, gradually increasing the size of the audience. Each small victory releases dopamine, the neurotransmitter linked to pleasure and reward, creating a positive feedback loop in the brain that reinforces the habit of facing new challenges. This neurological reinforcement is what makes change lasting. Moreover, it is important to understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. Great achievements and discoveries often arise when we are willing to face uncertainty with determination. Inspirational stories of people who transformed their lives after confronting deep fears show that overcoming obstacles is within everyone's reach. Learning from these experiences can serve as fuel for your own process of change. Another crucial aspect is self-compassion, the ability to be kind to yourself in times of difficulty. Often, the greatest enemy of courage is excessive self-criticism. When you accept your momentary limitations and treat your failures with understanding, the brain reduces the activation of the amygdala, allowing for creative problem-solving. Practices such as meditation, conscious breathing, and mindfulness are powerful tools to cultivate this internal attitude, helping maintain emotional balance and focusing on solutions. Finally, building a support network is also essential. Sharing your challenges and progress with friends, family, or mentors can increase your motivation and provide new perspectives. Feeling accompanied strengthens confidence and helps maintain the necessary discipline to keep moving forward. Therefore, facing challenges with courage and determination is not just a skill, but a path to profound personal transformation. By cultivating a growth mindset, replacing fear with motivation, and taking small, consistent steps outside your comfort zone, you not only reprogram your brain, but also expand your horizons, achieving a fuller life, rich in learning and accomplishments. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools to prepare the mind for success. When you allow yourself to vividly imagine facing a challenge with serenity and overcoming it with confidence, something extraordinary happens. You activate the same brain regions that would be used in the actual experience. In other words, your brain is rehearsing victory even before it happens. This daily practice reinforces your self-confidence, reduces the fear of the unknown, and prepares you to act with greater clarity and precision when obstacles arise. Thus, visualizing is training your mind for triumph. Another crucial element in mental reprogramming is cultivating an attitude of curiosity and a constant desire to learn. By seeing challenges as opportunities to grow rather than threats, you completely alter your perspective. The focus shifts from the problem to the solution. This shift stimulates brain areas related to creativity, innovation, and adaptation, essential qualities for handling life's unpredictability. Questions like, "What can I learn from this?" transform each difficulty into a stepping stone toward your personal development. A valuable practice to reinforce this journey is to maintain a progress journal. Write daily about the challenges you face, the strategies you've employed, and the lessons learned. This simple habit strengthens your positive emotional memory and sense of continuous evolution. Coupled with this, using affirmations in the present tense, such as "I am resilient," "I am brave," and "I deserve to win," helps reprogram your subconscious with messages of strength and hope. Techniques for conscious breathing and meditation are also important allies. They help calm the restless mind, increase focus, and create internal space for wiser decisions. Additionally, seeking mentors or inspirational stories can be powerful fuel. Seeing that others have also overcome difficulties strengthens the belief that you can do the same. It's essential to remember that reprogramming the mind is not an instantaneous process. It is a continuous journey made up of small victories, falls, and comebacks. Patience and self-compassion are indispensable virtues along this path. There will be moments of doubt and the desire to give up, and that's okay. In those times, kindness to yourself is what will keep your flame alive. By committing to intentionally shape your mind, you open the doors to a fuller, lighter, and more meaningful life. What once seemed like an insurmountable obstacle is now an opportunity for growth. You become someone more courageous, creative, and prepared to turn challenges into achievements. After all, when the mind opens to the possible, reality begins to change. Seeking challenges is an act of self-love and a demonstration of respect for your unlimited potential. By training your brain to embrace the new, the difficult, and the unknown, you take charge of your story, becoming capable of winning, overcoming, and more than that, inspiring others to do the same.